Guys, Charlie Nascar here. I'm going to start this video off by saying, fuck BK Racing, fuck Greg Golding, and fuck Corey LaJoie. Your team are nothing but cautions and mismanagement every weekend. You guys with Brian France and Steve O'Donnell can be known as the four horsemen of death for the NASCAR community. You guys all are a bunch of pieces of shit. You're a bunch of dumbasses, jackwangs. Fuck Toyota, fuck you guys even harder. I've been pissed with BK Racing for a while, and I've really just never paid it much mind. Most of the time they're in the bottom 30s. I thought the way they did David Reagan and Matt Benedetto at the end of the season was kind of wrong, but you know, I always knew they were a cheap organization because they went with Toyota all this time and without an alliance, which tells me Toyota gives them deferred costs on their engine, so they're just going the cheapest route. They're the cheapest team. That's why they go for the cheapest drivers they could possibly get every year and now. And that's why we have Greg Golding and Corey LaJoie, who's a caution waiting to happen. And Greg Golding is a 100-lap car waiting to happen. Every race, they suck. And, you know, usually I wouldn't bitch about them or make a video about this, but you all cross the line. Strike one, being a Toyota. Number two, screwing over good drivers. Number three, fucked with one of my friends. Buddy of mine, NASCAR 222, is a fellow YouTuber. I'm going to leave a link to his video in the description box. Greg Golding decided to go ahead and ban him from Twitter. I'm not going to go into too much of the story. Let you guys watch the video. He tells it better. And his explanation of things, I got to tell you, man, that man, I love his videos because he's spot on everything. But basically, he got banned from Twitter. Now, look, NASCAR drivers should not ban fans from Twitter or block them or whatever the fuck it is. And now that you're making threats to their family, or you're a fellow driver that you just don't like. Other than that, you owe the fans. We're the ones that turn on the TV, you know, for a 300-lap race and only get 150 laps of watching it between the segment cautions, Corey LaJoie's cautions, you know, he's good for 2 a race. Greg Golding's caution, he's good for another one. And commercial breaks. We only get half a race. And Greg Golding and Corey LaJoie, you two dudes are you have no business being in there. Greg Golding, you know, family bought his ride in. We all saw Brian Scott, how that went. That's just a horrible way to be in the sport. I mean, no business being in the sport. That's why I need to be in charge of NASCAR, because I know what the fuck I'm looking at when I see drivers that belong and don't belong. These two cats don't belong. These guys aren't even good enough to drive ARCA. No disrespect to ARCA drivers, but I'm just trying to do the level. I mean, I wouldn't trust them driving a taxi cab or being my Uber. But I mean, you two guys, fuck you both. Okay, and Corey LaJoie, I don't know why everybody says, oh, he's bad luck. No, he's a bad driver. Everybody thinks, oh, you know, he's related to Ricky LaJoie, you know, the son or nephew or whatever. That doesn't mean anything. Just because you're related to somebody does not mean you're going to be just as good as a driver as they are. Okay? Case in point, Kyle Petty. He did have a couple wins, but he was no Richard Petty. Dale Jr. is my favorite driver, but he's not going to have 7 championships or 80-plus wins like his dad did. John Hunter Nemechek is not going to even be good enough to be a mid-level Busch Series driver like his dad was. Okay? I mean, that's just the common sense. Nothing wrong with the kids. I mean, nothing wrong with them personally. Just don't put too much stock in a name. We get back to BK Racing. You guys are the worst organization in NASCAR. Every other organization, whether it be single or double car team, with low funding like you guys have, they have a win by now. JTG had a win, and now they've expanded to 2 cars. Last year, Front Row Motorsports at Chris Buescher. Granted, it's a rain delay win, but still win. They go for wins. Even though they don't have money, they keep trying. You guys are clearly not trying. You clearly are trying to earn the participation trophy of all time. You know, I mean, fuck you guys. I mean, shit. I mean, give up already. I mean, just quit. Just leave. Go. Be like a Hillary Clinton's email and get deleted. I mean, shit. Oh, man. I mean, by now, what do you all think of putting Greg Golding in a car? Who the fuck is he? He's a guy that probably had like a couple truck series races. That doesn't mean shit. People don't realize the experience behind the wheel is how you get into the next level. It's not whether you win or how good you do. You need that experience. You need a couple years. The science and engineering in NASCAR has gone way up. You need experience. And so anyway, BK Racing, you guys suck. I mean, you guys are caution's waiting happy. So you know what? You guys should just leave the sport. You know, Trump should put a travel ban on you guys and not even let you guys travel to the track. But anyway, don't ever fuck with my friends ever again. Don't ever talk bad about them. And fuck you all. Fuck BK Racing. Fuck Greg Golding. Fuck Corey LaJoie. And of course, fuck Toyota.